made me have low self-esteem. The ones that I loved and sacrificed for.
There's the place of intentionality. That's the way I value my friends.
Your friend did not remember your birthday. Is that person your friend?
You see that I'm true. They value you.
Yeah.
I wonder how David would have danced in the Bible. What do you have to say about being authentic?
One of my biggest values is intentionality. I know that intentionality, whatever you do, doing it everything in you, all your heart, all your pain, sincerity, or every part of you is involved, your mind, your spirit, your soul. I feel that also defines or buttresses to be authentic. It's very vital that you're authentic because I use it in the place of music now because I'm a music person and I love everything around the music. If you're doing administration, your audience can predict if you're not confident. You can know, like it shows. It will show. There's most of the times, most of these musicians that move people to tears and worship and really is comes from the place of the person leading authenticity. One of the reasons why you don't see a lot like his musician is, I'm not saying that it's not carrying presence. I'm not trying to water down the move of God and the power of God. I really so much respect and honor him. But there's also this authenticity and confidence he uses in worshiping. That's the likes of Dunsin, Theophilus, when they are leading a musician, when they are worshiping, they are doing as if there is no one there. They are doing as if there is not that person in the room. That is just them and God. They're not doing as if, oh, I'm trying to just lead and lead. Like this is them and their father. If you like join and lead, if you like stand and look, it's your cup of tea. So that's a definition of authenticity. What they do in their secret place is what they bring out to the open, right? And they are being true, and people can see through it. When people see that you are true, they value you. They value you more. A lot of people are looking for authentic people. You can form for a period of time.
For a period of time, exactly.
It will fade away. You can't sustain it for so long. Is that two things? Is that you get caught or you become that thing? Because you can do something for too long and it becomes your identity, and for you to now try, especially if it's not your true identity, people don't know you for that. When you now want to transition to maybe your true identity, you start seeing it will be hard and people start seeing you as fake. It's always good that you find where you are going from the start, pursue full. And
then sometimes you might not actually find where you're going from start, but then you just start.
Yeah, exactly.
You just start. But then you're okay to like transition.
Exactly.
But then just be real. Thank you very much. I mean, the question I want to ask you answered a bit of it in the last question. So I wanted to ask, how do you find your voice? You know, you're into music. You're still passionate. You're still trying your best. You're not getting tired. Exactly. You're not getting tired of it. I know you're showing yourself more. You're not showing yourself more. You're not putting out yourself the way you want to, but from the people that know you personally, people that know you personally, now you're always there. Your passion is there. The love for music is there. It's there. You will find you playing your guitar. You're either listening to some those songs. Hey, oh my goodness.
I think I get a question to some extent. I believe that everyone was created with a fire, like a fire within. There's a fire, a diamond that you can call talent, that will be placed in you. That thing that you can literally do from morning to whenever, without being paid, without like you can do for free. You can keep anything that won't drain. Right, just find yourself doing. You can wake up anytime to do it. Right, and when you find that thing, you found a good mind. The thing about people is that most people find it, especially in this day and age whereby a lot of people want to make money, want to make a living, like, so you be like, see, is that one I'll put food on your table. So a lot of people just, I beg, what is more important is living the life, but that's why most people don't live a fulfilled life, because they don't try. And it's good to go and make money, you can't earn a living, but you also nurture or find that fire within you. Right? You should also be able to like make the most of that diamond within you. So finding your voice, just find what keeps you going. I feel like I might go into different things. I have so many interests in many things, from tech to design, dance,
He can dance. When I say and David dance, but is it?
Yeah.
I wonder how David will dance in the Bible. because
I have many interests, many things, even cooking, like many interests. But I feel like no matter the number of things I'll find myself going into, music is that thing that will just be there that I can always fall back to and run to. Like it just like that's my safe space. Like my music with the Lord. It's just that place that yes, there's a place of making money, doing things to gain, but then it's that place that I would just love to want to do. I might not be so sure of or like so certain of this is God's calling or this is where God will have me be or everything. Right? Like in terms of not as I don't have an idea, but like okay, this is exactly. But one thing I've always said that Lord, no matter wherever you have me, whatever you have me do, wherever you have me go, you see this music, I will do am. I will do am.
Oh my God.
No matter how small, no matter how little, I will do am. If you don't come into music as okay in terms of thing, but I will still do it to honor you, to praise you, because eventually when I get to heaven, what I'll still be doing.
That's very, very good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Okay, we're asking questions, random questions. Yes. So
Hey, okay.
I want to ask about friendship. What do you think about friendship? What do you think about friendship shots? So you have a friend now. This is your friend. Your friend did not remember your birthday. Is that your friend? Will you block the person, or you just say, or you just forgot?
The question should start from how long have you been friends? How long have you known each other? I feel that's when you like what's your background?
Okay.
If person is just one that just I feel like it's how much you go deep. There's some friends that I think we chat to you like this my I don't know if this is still linked to the other video, but then that my man guy that we minister together. Yeah, start with you get to talk. In fact, you barely but if you said that okay, let's talk, it's still bad. There's people that because you're not talking like a few days like this, you come angry to you, block you. I feel like that's just childishness. That's just being childish. Like
oh my God.
Like you should be able to maturity comes from a place of a lot of people are doing it, but when I see you, it's still and that's where I value my friends. Like I know that I'm not able to communicate daily.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We're not able to communicate daily.
But then it's
When
still
it's
there. The vibe is still there now.
It's
Like
still there. Nothing like you can pick up from wherever you
I
left.
feel
It doesn't have to be that I've
that's
done.
true. I think a lot of people lack that because I might not be able to talk to you every single day, but then from where we stopped that conversation,
Pick up, like straight, you should still be able to like. Although yes, so I won't lie. There's the place of intentionality. You should always there's an hierarchy in terms of friendship. They say there's acquaintance, there's casual friends, there's close friends, and there's intimate friends.
Well, yes,
So
that's true.
when you're acquaintance, you're okay, hi neighbors, like that. What's up, hi.
It's like boundary.
Exactly. Just know the person like facial or familiarity. And casual friends can be okay, someone that you see maybe daily.
Yeah.
That someone that you communicate. I borrow me this. Can I get this? Can I like okay? It's not too deep, but then you can invite person to a birthday party. You can invite one or two discussions. And you have those close friends that like your circle. And usually people used to say that it shouldn't be more than 3 to 5 people. Like those close friends that are like family friends or your parents know them, you know each other like they are those close friends. Then you have the intimate one. Usually is always tailored to your spouse, like your wife, your husband, like that, and maybe one or two that have been with you for years,
Exactly.
20, 30 years, they've been very close. They know you like the back of their hands. So obviously, in terms of that hierarchy, you should know where your attention should be more. Like people there are people that you shouldn't be in 2 days that you won't communicate with. Like it shows intentionality. There's nothing like okay, you should carry. There are those that yes, in your casual friend state, if I don't talk to you in 1 week, she don't be angry. But yes, someone that is like your close friend, obviously, like what's going on, there should be that flow. Right? If it's not every day, but at least in 2 days, you should be able to talk.
I've heard a lot about friendship. I've heard a lot. had people that would write to me and they would say a lot about friendship with me. And there's this particular one that keeps occurring, like I hear it a lot. So there's another person, they are friends, and because of one thing or the other, you don't have to separate. And they are close friends, so they are close friends. But then because of the situation, you just have to like depart. I understand that there are seasons and there are normal type that we have to be friends, we have to be friends for life. But I know that there are seasons that God just brings some people to your life and then they're just friends for that particular season.
Yeah.
Then later they would have to depart. And
The thing I'll say is, I think one of the things I've learned from I'll call it my very first kingdom friend, understanding that she brought to my life is, she told me that when she wanted to be friends, she prayed to God about it. She asked the Lord, why are you bringing this person to my life? What's the purpose? For me, I've always felt like, okay, I connect with people, friends, and all. I never saw the spirituality that needed to be. So, and it really opened my eyes to the fact that yes, the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So there should be purpose to the friendship. Why this person? Actually, so be of the faith. It should be placed, okay, this person is coming to my life, Lord, what's the aim? Yeah, this is a season in my life. Why are you bringing this person? Is this person a long term? What's the purpose? When you have that and you question that in the place of prayer, it will help you to revert back to when you're having problems. The same thing happens in marriages. That you ask that, okay, when you know the purpose and God has given you a word. I was listening to a message very recently, I think it was from Dr. Aaron Osai. He said, Apostle, he said that always have, I want to be free, I can't remember exactly, but you should have a word before you enter into.
So that you go back to that word.
Yeah, a word that will lead you.
Yeah.
So that word is your anchor.
Exactly.
Of what you like come back to, because God, you're gonna set you so and so. This is why, because there's no how you want to face one or two things that want to reach up here about questioning that relationship. When you have a word and you have questioned that God, this is it, it will help you to anchor. So in the times of storm, you anchor to that word. If not for this is what God said. God, I don't have said this. This is the purpose of this, and though this person is giving some kind of attitude, but then I'll hold on to this. I won't look at the person, but I will like this face to pass and I'll hold on to it. That's the reason why a lot of people separate, because when it does connect based on Bible and inshallah, when you just connect based on that, it will just eventually when time to, because there's no anchor, there's nothing to hold on. The time of storm, everything just scatter. When there's an anchor, that okay, this is shaky, but then I know why we connected in the first place. Just like business partners. You just disconnect from business partners when you know there's profit involved.
Yeah.
When you know there's a lot involved, a lot at stake, a lot of investment at stake. You remember that though this person is giving me attitude, but then this person is signatory to this thing. I know if you just that will keep you.
So somebody wrote to me one day and said, I once had friends that made me have low self-esteem. The ones that I loved and sacrificed for, that said my spirit didn't connect with theirs. The ones that said I was a threat to their romantic relationship. So recently I kind of stopped being friends with someone because this person had too many friends and I wasn't prioritized the way I wanted. If I talked about it, it would look like it just came into the picture, so I never talked about it. The friendship was sweet, but it lasted. We are not enemies now, but we are not as close as we used to be. I have something to say. So there's some people that I see them. We are not friends, but then I just see them and I'm like, I wish I could be friends with this person. I just like them. Like I just like the way they do their things. They are excellent. They are the way I really like them. And I'll just be like, I wish I could be friends with this person. Now I might not have courage to like go and meet the person and then I'll tell you I will be friends with you. No, that doesn't make sense. But then I would make efforts to the extent that we know that we can be friends. I I would make efforts. That's what I usually do. There's people that when I say that I honor these people, I respect them. I always respect my friends. So apart from the ones that they don't deserve to be respected, apart from those ones, and I know that those ones they're just in my life for a particular season. Yeah, but I respect my friends so much to the extent that do you know what it means to have a friend that will be praying for you midnight?
No, that's where honor comes. That's where it should. That's how it should be.
For real, but people don't see it that way. They don't see
Honestly,
it that way.
that's how it should be.
And I know that in every friendship there should be a level of sacrifice. It doesn't have to be something beyond your ability. No. But then little sacrifice. It shows a lot. It shows that you're intentional. It shows that you know every single details. For real. I watched this podcast with Olive Elwoody and our best friend Ayo. And they were talking about their friendship, and they were talking about how they were friends for, I think, was it about 13 years or something like that? They've been friends for some years now, and then they make sacrifices for each other, even when it's not comfortable.
No.
And these guys are adults. The other one is married now, the other one is, Olive is not married yet. But then they make sacrifices, and I can see intentionality in, Ayo, now she's married, I think she has children. She's married, but Olive is still her best friend.
Right.
After her husband, Olive is next. Like she can call Olive, hello, I need to go to my house, this and that. Even when Olive is not comfortable, still like showing this sacrifice.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
It's needed. But then when you now see somebody giving you bad energy, bad vibes, it's just
I feel that's how it should be. Is the place of honor and respect for relationship. It doesn't have to be until when it's your spouse or like person you're married to. Every relationship should be honored and respect. And you say respect is reciprocal. When you respect someone and respect the relationship, it helps you in your decisions and in how you interact with the person, what you say, and how you do things, right? To help you a lot. So it's just essential that look at, for example, scripturally, David and Jonathan. If you watch House of David, I feel that's the best. You can read scripture and be like, okay. But watch House of David, you really understand the depth of. They tried in that House of David series to try and depict the relationship of Jonathan and David, right? How both of them were so like committed to each other, the sacrifices they made to each other. Jonathan was ready to go against his father, or literally went against his father to protect David. That's the point of friendship, true friendship. So true friendship makes you look beyond the flaws of the person and just focus on like no, on this person's good side, on this person like no, this person has. And then sometimes you have to give, you have to make sacrifices, you have to like show and stand for the person, and eventually you get to stand the test of time. Yes, they are different. You are not born from the same mother. So there will be individual differences, but then you look beyond those things and you just allow it to flow and you truly invest in each other.
Exactly. As a friend, I don't see any reason why you should not be truthful to your other friends. Like, you are a friend to this person, why can't you be truthful?
That's wrong.
See, sometimes you just have to be blunt and just say the truth. Like, you just have to be sharp and just give it to the person. That's, bro, this is not no. Because if you want to say something.
Yeah, honestly, like I mentioned earlier that my first Indian friend, and she happens to be closest friend as it is, right? And it's not like it's like dating or anything like that. She has someone she's dating, or we've been really close. And each time I talk, like I just see everything. Like I'm an open book before her, and I tell her nearly everything. Right, there's this communication flow that it's just easy. It's very person that I sent more than 20 minutes VN to. You get, and that's how we do. That's how we send to each other. Sometimes you can just send gist of like 20 something minutes, and you just sit down and listen to. That's how intentional. Sometimes you can have calls, put together. Like it just shows how much invested to her, and I so much respect on her, right? There's been a lot of things that God has used her to do in my life, right? And it just helped to also this notion of a male and a female cannot be friends because of there will be one entanglement or whatever it is. I have a testament of that throughout the journey. At least journey of us being friends has been close to maybe 2 or 3 years or so, and it's almost as if we've known each other for so long. Like she used to come here, I believe, but I think that senior, like, and it's just so beautiful because there's nothing like in between. In fact, everything about our relationship she tells me. As I won't be like, hey, who does that? This kind of thing, blah blah. How will you pretend? Like I'm always happy for her, always from a guy's perspective, giving her 1 or 2 advices like that. Share, like it's just been so seamless and smooth. So this ideology of what I just feel like when you are invested in someone, you're invested in the person. And it's very possible to be friends with someone, very close to someone. That is it just eventually respecting each other, respecting your boundaries.
Yeah,
Where it
it's
is.
respect
Right.
boundaries.
So respect
It's
your boundaries. Knowing the person, the fact that they are very close doesn't mean that you overstep certain things. No.
Please don't do that. Don't
At all.
do that.
Despite the fact how we're close and we're really close, like a lot of people know us together, there are certain things you can't do, there are certain things I can't do. There are certain things we keep out.
I should do it. See, I always like seeing my friends do well. For real, I like it so much. The gift of kingdom-minded friends.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
It is.
It's a blessing
It is.
because you see that praying for your friend midnight.
Yeah, now it shows how much invested you are. When you get to the point where you are praying for your friend,
Like,
it shows how
do you know
much
what that means?
invested you are in that relationship, how much the person means to you.
Yeah.
Because for you to pray about something to God, it's a priority. It's of necessity.
Exactly.
So when you start praying about people or certain relationship, then it shows how much it is in your heart. Most people, they allow their guilt to get the better of them. They know they are guilty of this and they know what they're doing is wrong. So when people start to speak about it, it's their guilt and they feel like they're being judged. Sometimes it's just even good as we Christians to read. For me, I like to read people from afar off. So you know those that you need to set the boundaries for and cut for fast.
Exactly.
So sometimes you have to read ahead and see. I really love this prayer that Dr. Kemi Ridiko says normally prays. And Lord, the people you know I need, send them my way. Right? At every point in time, God knows those that we need for every season and point of your life. Papa once said that there was a time he prayed. And Lord, anyone that is not going,
Anybody will drag me backward. God,
take them away.
Disconnect
Like he said, he prayed it for throughout, like from 12 to like 6. Like 6, that was the only prayer I would just pray. And that's to them with and it's the truth because your network, you see, is your net worth. And your next big breakthrough is just 5 friends or 5 people away from you. So you need the right people that reflect state of your mind, the state of where you want to be, what you want, everything. So it's a major prayer point to pray. Look at David. One of the biggest characters I love so much, beyond just being my music, is David. Because his life and story has so many lessons. And one of them is how David had the gift of men. Like David literally had the gift of men. The Bible talks about the kind of soldiers and people that fought with him, like mighty men of valor. Before he even got to mighty men of valor, how he had the gift of men in Jonathan. If Jonathan was not someone that was needed to David, David would have lost his life a long time, right? From the gift of these people, from Samuel to to Jonathan, all these people, to even Mike, every one of them down the line that he had, to the point whereby he was now eventually crowned king. That all the armies of Saul, they revolted against Saul and came to David. I love that House of David series so much. If you haven't watched House of David, this is the point that's for you to go and watch that series. It's a really amazing series, and it just showed so much about how he enjoyed that, the right company, friends, and all like that, and they channeled him, positioned him towards destiny. He was able to become, because of the company, the people he had. He had men that were ready. They had the story of the mighty men of David, mighty men of David of valor, that David was testing. And these guys literally, I think we were 2 or 3, they broke through army, just 3,
armies in thousands to go and get David water. Like, I think there was something about the water was in garrison or like that. There was a particular story.
Okay.
And how they had to break through the stronghold, fought their way, killed a lot, and ensure that water, it was just like maybe like a bowl of water. That water did not fall, did not break, what blood did not splash in it. And go to David. Eventually, David did not even drink because people would like drink water that was gotten through blood. But then it just showed the, like, do you have that kind of person in your life? Someone that can go to any length for you. And why could they do that? Because of how much investment. The Bible talks about how times of Adullam, like these people were rejects of the nation, were rejects of the town. They're people that were like the Agberos, that they had no future. They were people that were just lost, and David welcomed them. And from that place of Adullam, they became transformed and became mighty men. And so they owed their life, they owed their everything to him. And so they were people that were ready to. So that's part of investing in people, having a gift. And God literally brought these people David's way. Right? So it's a very vital prayer point when you pray for friends, the right company, the right friends. Because they will either make you or mar you. That's it.
That's, if we keep talking about friendship, I'm not sure we'll stop. But then, just have good friends. Pray for good friends.
Yeah, so.
Have friends that will encourage you and not bring you down.
Yeah.
Have friends that you post and they would engage.
That was MD.
You would be a good friend. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching our video. And David, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.
So privileged for this channel. Amazing woman, amazing girl, amazing creator.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Vibes.
Alright, thank you very much. It's okay.
Classy vibes.
It's okay. Thank you very much for coming and thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, you share, comment, and you subscribe. Thank you very much. Please make sure that you watch my other videos. It's very important.
Very, very.
And even to you.
Honestly,
Alright, bye.
Bye.